Natalie Harp, in my book, is a very, very special person. I first noticed her, let's see, I guess it was at the Republican National Committee. Now, she works for President Trump, close aide. You know, you need somebody who's there for you at all times. And this Natalie Harp, I've seen her do a fantastic job, so professional, so thorough. But this is really where some folks first noticed her. Take a look at this, the RNC in 2020. She's a bone cancer survivor. Take a look.
About 5 years ago, I was the victim of a notoriously deadly medical error. I survived, but only to be diagnosed with a rare and terminal bone cancer. They didn't give me the right to try experimental treatments, Mr. President. You did. And without you, I'd have died waiting for them to be approved. You see, Mr. President, you've done so much more than your promises made and promises kept. For numbers, only tell part of the story. We are the rest of it. It's a wonderful life. You made America great again. And on November 3rd, we are going to keep America great.
I thought she was phenomenal. And this whole thing about authorizing the experimental drugs for people who have no other option saved her life. Democrats are like, oh, that has not yet been established. You sons of... And here's another example of her being right by the president's side. You know, they're intimating that something, you know, that's what they're trying to get at here. And I know that's not happening. I just think she's being penalized because she's very competent. Maybe there are people who are jealous, right? D.C. is a nasty place. But take a look, and you can tell she knows what she's doing.
To California with an unshakable dream to be the scientist.
How many people are watching?
Can we tell how many, Dan? How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great San Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of talk about childhood. We've got to get to the border, inflation, and crime.
She's not proposing a single policy, not one policy.
Harris's biography won't lower your prices at the grocery store
Or at the pump.
Out there putting veterans out on the street, so
33,000 homeless veterans. Got you. Okay, send these out. The things of which she complains.
Right there during the 2024 Democrat convention, they're watching it in the war room, watching every little move. I always kind of wondered, how do those truth socials get produced? That's how it gets produced. This person she's got a lot of skills. She types fast.
4 stories that she is making up, but I've never even heard of.
I heard her say contraception, and I heard her say birth control.
Do not limit access to birth control or IVF. That is a lie.
Well, we trust women.
I trust women also.
To restore reproductive freedom.
And I will keep women safe.
They're partners, and they work very, very well together. So what happened here? The New York Times, some nasty leaks, right, about her, intimating that something is going on with the president. But the people who leak this stuff and the people who write this stuff are really telling more about themselves, right? These quotes from letters that they say they have. Well, let's take a look, okay? Number 1, this is in the New York Times. I don't ever want to let you down, Ms. Harp wrote, thanking Mr. Trump. And they're trying to make this out like she's some crazy stalker person, right? What's wrong with that sentiment? Is there anything in the world? She has written him a series of devotional letters, including one that said, "You are all that matters to me." I mean, that can mean a lot of things. I notice it's just that one little fragment. You are all that matters to me at this point in my life or my career. I mean, he's the president of the United States. There's nothing wrong with prioritizing the job when the stakes are this great. And, you know, there are a lot of cynical people out there. Mark Halpern, who I love, actually, he's totally brilliant. You've seen him on the show. But a lot of people just kind of, there's something not right about this.
You wouldn't want your daughter writing notes like Natalie Harp has written to her boss, the way Natalie Harp has. You wouldn't want your daughter writing those notes. You just wouldn't. But I
wouldn't want a sitting senator talking about a federal employee this way.
My daughter, if she doesn't want to let down her boss, right, and she prioritizes, let's say her boss is the president of the United States, that is a time in your life where you go all in, and very little else should matter when you have an opportunity like this. Hey, wasn't that documentary very cool? The Twitter documentary? They're watching it was a Twitter documentary posted on X, and they have cameras in there, and they're watching President Trump watch the DNC. And you saw Natalie typing those messages. And then somebody calls the war room.
I think I just nullified. Good job. Okay, here we have, that must be, who is it? No, Greg. How are you, Greg? Oh, boy, I just did one. I just did one on Fox. Did you see it? I don't know if I can handle another one, man. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. Look, you're my friend. You're great, but it's Greg Kelly. Say it again, Greg.
I was so fortunate that I was caught on camera. Now my friends believe me.